What's up, Virgo? This is going to be your bi-weekly love check-in. This is for my Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoyed this video, give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out my channel. If you are new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, so hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal sessions. I combine tarot and channeling with universal law of assumption and manifesting. So if that is what you are looking for, then please do book in with me. All the info is in the description box of the video. If not, if you want a more traditional psychic or a tarot reader, I have put links to my affiliates, Mystic Sense and Spiritual Blossom. And Mystic Sense will give you your first 5 minutes reading free, and Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 if you deposit $20. If you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I put the links to those in the description box as well. Now, Virgo, we're going to do a check-in, the person on your mind. How do they feel about you? How do you feel about them? A projected potential outcome. And I say that because all potentials exist. And as I mentioned, I incorporate universal law of assumption. So what does that really mean? Everyone is you pushed out. Whatever you assume to be true will be made manifest. You can absolutely have anything, anyone, any version of a person that you want. Everything exists in this now moment. Therefore, if you want to manifest this differently, circumstances do not matter, nor conditions, nor logic, nor time. All this requires is a shift in your state of consciousness, the version of Virgo that you are being, and therefore selecting new dominant thoughts and assumptions pushed out. Okay, if you don't know what I mean, I have a whole playlist on manifesting. You can check it out. You can also do your own research, check out other content, and I also like to give you tips as I go. Okay, Virgo, so the person on your mind, how are they feeling about you? Tower in this very moment, Death card. Okay, Virgo, some kind of big transformational energy going on here with this person. So let's see, we've got the Star card in the reverse. This person's feeling like they're lacking vitality. They could have gone through some kind of a big tower that's not connected to you necessarily. Maybe also Death card, a small portion of you, this person's gone through like a death. Okay, sorry. If it's your story, you know what I mean. But we have the Ace of Cups, we have a King of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. Exactly, like I wasn't really picking up so much like big transformation or tower between you and this person. I feel like this person and you is pretty solid, and their intention is very much like Ten of Pentacles. But this Ace of Cups, so this would be rebirth energy, I think, more so in terms of the shit that has happened outside of your connection. It's like the crumbling, and that could be, like I said, some kind of a personal transformation. Also could be something connected to family, like a death in the family, guys, or just some kind of a spiritual transformation, maybe. I mean, look, we've got the King of Wands here. Some of you also are dealing with an entrepreneur, so maybe there's been big changes in that department, something ending career-wise, work-wise, etc. But this is about love. And I do think the future vision, and this person is in the upright position. This is an action forward king. It's not gender specific, guys, but this is someone that's amped up to take action, to move ahead and pour the love in. Okay, so that's really positive. And Wheel of Fortune, guys. So shifting things for the positive, and obviously feels like you're very fortunate, that the connection's very fortunate. This also could be big changes, like positive changes work and career wise, because the Wheel of Fortune, literally fortune's wheel. So maybe there's been a breakdown or an end as well, career wise, money wise, or something, and now there's some kind of a rebirth there. This could also be birthing a project, and that could be benefiting the future vision for you and this person, because we have Eight of Wands in the reverse, Three of Wands in the upright, Lovers card. So I think there's a very strong connection here. There's been a little bit of this thinking about the future vision. Eight of Wands is in the reverse. I mean, for some of you, there's been this sort of waiting and not sure about how to move ahead. Eight of Wands would be about quick movement, and things could have been feeling a little slow due to outside factors. And now we have Fortune's wheel moving. So I think that that's more movement. I mean, the Eight of Wands, maybe you have had some kind of a disagreement with this person and you can get a little silent with one another, or you feel that this person like goes silent and it's nothing to do with you. It could be because something big has transformed for this person, okay? I'm getting more that than anything else. I trust what I channel, okay? And I'm honest with you guys. But the Lovers card, and then what have we got with this King of Wands? 9 of Cups. And the 5 of Wands is in the reverse. So letting go of some outside stresses and tensions, competing interests. So not so much like competing interests like romantic guys. That's not what I'm picking up. I think that you are a wish fulfillment for this person. I also feel like letting go of some outside stress and now something coming through that's making this person very happy, therefore also wanting to contribute to your connection. I also feel like you have a nice time with this person, and the intention is to reinvigorate that and to have a new, like a rebirth, like a new phase, not like you've broken up with this person. Do you know what I mean? Why did the 8 of Wands come out in the reverse? Yeah, the Temperance card is in the reverse. Some of you, there's been impatience in this situation, like to move ahead, the future plan, say the 10 of Pentacles, issues to do with house and home. Maybe this is about purchasing a house or a home or assets or something. And there's been conflict or tension in that department because of, like I said, like some big changes going on. But this is positive. Temperance card in the reverse. Some of you have lost your temper with one another. Not all of you, okay? That could have been a clash or a conflict that you had, like get your shit together so we can move ahead. But I think there's a very positive turn coming through. I mean, I'm going to get oracle cards, but like this person's been lacking confidence, I think, about the future, not about you, about the future. And that could have also caused some clashes between the two of you, because maybe you were lacking confidence in the connection due to maybe the way they were showing up or appearing, which again, guys, it didn't really have anything to do with you. There could also be some unhealed stuff this person has had to deal with in relation to family stuff. Something to do also maybe with a father figure, potentially for some of you. Also, for the other thing that I'm getting is there could have been some impatience because children could be a factor, or planning for the future, like to have children or something like that, okay? But, Lovers card, strong connection. Let's see why we have 5 of Wands in the reverse. 10 of Cups in the reverse. There's been clashing in tension. Again, could be due to like family issues, like I said, like big changes in family dynamics, or, the fact that there's been so much like other crap going on outside of your connection. There could have been a little bit of clashing in tension, like, lacking the future vision. Can we achieve the 10 of Cups? Because 9 of Cups is really nice, but the 10 of Cups is the pinnacle, right? And so I do think career, finances, and all of that is a big factor, and like being able to deliver that and being on the same page, and that's in the upright and that's the intention. But the 10 of Cups in the reverse is feeling like, can we fulfill this like happily ever after, because there's been clashing intentions. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, the Judgment card's a revival energy, Virgo. So that's what they want. They also want to like decide and make a choice about the way forward, even though there's been impatience outside, to get things moving again, or like to have a positive shift. I mean, let's look at you, Virgo, because the truth is, yes, it's still your manifestation, guys, that you pushed out. I'm not saying that you're responsible if someone died in the family or if this person has had clashes with their family, but what I mean is you can shift anyway. If you put your awareness on any perceived, like, delays, or if you project and you perceive that this person is not showing up the way you want them to, you absolutely, that is your manifestation. Or if you feel you need to compete in any way, that is your manifestation. They're all circumstances and conditions that it's like they're a non-issue if you shift, okay? So we have a perfect relationship. We're totally on the same page. Everything is moving ahead perfectly. I am a priority if you feel like you haven't been a priority. Or if there's been issues to do with career and finances, even though it looks like in this check-in it's improving a lot, and the love new rebirth, I would say we're both thriving. Everything's perfect. Our relationship is amazing. You know what I mean, guys? I hope so. Guys, check out my guide for anyone that hasn't, whether this is your reading or not your reading. If you're interested in learning about breaking out of unwanted loops in your love life or with your SP, your specific person, and getting into your God power and also getting your self-concept sky high so that you can manifest from that place, because you're always manifesting, guys, everything. Check out the free guide in my description box, okay? Let's see, 7 of Cups. How do you feel, Virgo? 7 of Cups. Mixed. Maybe because of just like timing, impatience around the situation. Ace of Pentacles to do with commitments or taking things to the next level. Also career and money and finances. Okay, so maybe there's some mixed feelings about that. And there's a 7 of Cups again. Mixed feelings, confusion. You know, if you feel like there's been tensions between you and this person, that could be why there's confusion. Chariot cards in the reverse. Some of you are dealing with a situation that has involved maybe travel for work, or there's some distance, and so that could feel like it's a factor or has caused tension. Like if you're dealing with a person that works a lot, or physical distance is the issue, again, it's a non-issue. You don't have to make it about like where you're at right now in this moment as far as the connection. Literally, the world, closing out cycles, you want accomplishment with this person, Virgo. Again, though, about maybe travel. The Sun, happiness, joy. 9 of Wands, after maybe there's been a bit of a guardedness, and maybe this is the wounded warrior. This could be exhaustion. So closing out cycles. Let's see, 3 of Cups, wanting to have fun. Seems to be a focus, like pour back into the love, wanting to have fun, you know. And then the Emperor card's in the reverse. Now there's a 3 of Cups here, and then there's the Emperor card in the reverse. So the 3 of Cups, I would call it out if I felt like this had to do with other energies and competition in that department, like romantic. I think this has to do with 3 of Cups could be other energies that are demanding a lot. This could be, because again, the Emperor card is also a boss figure. So that could be work-related situation, like people at work. Also 3 of Cups, you know, you feeling like unprioritized, or that a father figure is demanding a lot. Some issues to do with a father figure, and therefore there's a wound where not really taking control of matters, not really stepping up to the plate. You know, the Emperor card also lays the foundations. So this would be exhaustion, and maybe also a little bit of this like wounded warrior, like cycles. Where is this going? Are we on the same page? You know, wanting stability, but also want, you know, 3 of Cups is like, it's good when it's good and it's happy. So why do we have that 9 of Wands? Yeah, 7 of Wands. Persistence, but exhaustion. And then we have 5 of Cups, some regrets and stuff. I mean, there could have also been defensive energy between the two of you because of this impatience. 3 of Wands, it's in the reverse, not wanting to wait anymore. And that's also about the future vision. So can you achieve the future vision? If children are in the mix, or the question around committing to this and actually like the 10 of Cups, the happily ever after, there's been some issues there, as I explained, like to do with fortune's wheel, shifting things in a positive direction, getting rid of any outside interferences or competing interests, financial, family, whatever. Yeah, because the Strength card, it's in the upright. So they've got the Strength in the reverse. There's issues here to do with confidence, like maybe potentially financially, about the future, about the commitment, you know, impatience about that. And then you've got the Strength card. So this is about getting confident in closing out the cycle, confidence in the connection, and getting past some level of loss or regret around defensive energy between the two of you. I mean, that's the way that I read it. I mean, look, it's your story, Virgo. If you want this person to show up more stable, more confident, take control of matters, for example, looks like in this moment, in this check-in anyway, there's a positive shift. But like you then just need to dominantly only stay aware, live in your end, in the imagination, not force anything, because that's where you get the tensions and the conflict. You just, feed them a new script. You're in a different reality. Focus on the attributes that you love. Oh, they're so confident. We get along so great. We have the best time together. Our relationship is perfect. Queen of Wands, King and Queen of Wands, passion, chemistry, attraction. You might both be entrepreneurs. You might also both be very independent in your own way, like financially, career-wise. And there's a wanting to reinvigorate the love, the joy, the happiness. You know, we've got the Emperor and the Empress in the reverse. There's issues here to do with, like, you know, responsibility. And for some of you also, you know, this is about balance. They're in the shadow energy. So something about you may be lacking the confidence that this is a pair that could, like, no shortage of chemistry, but lacking the confidence that this is a pair that can build properly the future together, right? But due to a lot of stresses and outside factors. Now, if you focus on that, you're going to see validation of that. Even if this person comes in and then they're like, I love you, let's move things along, whatever. So you are always the writer and director of the show, Virgo. That's why I always say to you guys, and I do it differently to other readers, fuck it in a bucket. Like, throw out all those nasty thoughts or those assumptions or whatever that don't serve your now moment and what you prefer. Because your mind wants to prove you right, and they will show up like they're you pushed out. So their thoughts and assumptions and behaviors can absolutely shift if you persist with seeing them dominantly the way that you would like to, projecting new thoughts and assumptions. It's a reselection. It's not a manipulation. So fuck it in a bucket, anything that you don't want. Decide what you want. If you want this to be the most stable energy, thriving, okay, on the same page, happy, no defensiveness, you know, doesn't seem to be a shortage of chemistry, but, like, you know, things moving more smoothly, then focus in that way, guys. All right, I mean, look, we've got Taurus, Libra energy, Aries energy, we've got Leo energy, double Leo actually. What else have we got? Yeah, Sagittarius with that Temperance card. So what does this person want with you? What's going on? Yeah, there's something here to do with big changes. It says living beyond means. The unemployed card. So there could be a big change going on for this person. They don't have to necessarily be unemployed. Some of you maybe, to then say, no, this person is thriving. But I actually see a positive shift for this person happening in their career. But the concern may have been living beyond means, because there is the chaos, there is that Tower card. See how when I channel at the beginning, it always comes full circle, like it's correct. Infatuation, obsession, attraction, no shortage of that, with text, phone call, meet up. Okay, so there is that wanting to meet up, there's a wanting a rebirth, and then sick and tired of cycles. Over it, there's cycles here. Now this might be, like I said, old shit, things are crumbling outside of your connection. They're sick and tired of it. They want to talk it out. They are very attracted to you. You're sick and tired of cycles, but you've manifested the version where these cycles keep going around. I don't care if you guys think that I'm crazy, guys. Please look into law of assumption and actually understand mirror concept. You will get what I'm saying, okay? All right, and then we've got the X in question. What's going on there? With karma. Okay, and then we've got friends, spending time with someone else. There could be trust issues. I was not picking that up. This person, by the way, may have trouble. The Ten of Cups in the reverse, besides things crumbling for them, like the Tower card in terms of their career, I feel like this person might have a history where, like, they've been hurt before or something like that. And that's because this is facing their demons. So there's a lot going on, like career change, letting go of certain exes and past pain, and trust issues potentially there because the Seven of Wands came out, right? And so that's like the Strength card in the reverse, lacking confidence in self, lacking confidence in building the Ten of Cups with you. Even if you are in a relationship with this person, this could be just like themes coming up, but you don't have to wait for them to heal that. Like this person could have been cheated on, okay? Or they had an ex that was not faithful, so then that causes drama or trust issues or impatience in, like, you know, being prioritized or whatever. Now that if, you know, that's what you're dealing with, Virgo, then like, just say, no, they're so safe and secure with me. We have the most secure relationship. We're totally committed to one another. We never fight. Best communication. Oh, they love me. We're perfect. Whatever. Go and look at some examples, guys. I can't give you all the affirmations in a... there is no perfect affirmation, guys. It's whatever feels natural to you, and each of you are dealing with what you're dealing with, and your mind works in a certain way. So just pick something that implies that you're in the end and persist in that in this now moment, okay? But they are infatuated with you. All this stuff around facing demons, chaos when it comes to career and work, they want to talk it out with you. They're sick and tired of old cycles. And they're also letting go of some old shit cycles that they've had, like Tower energy. What's not working must go. Trust issues, blah, 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 blah. Okay? You don't have to wait for someone that's like Temperance card is also when we haven't healed stuff. Now, different to other readers, guys, you don't have to wait for someone to heal. They're not separate from you in consciousness. There's just versions of people. So if you focus on them and you say they're still healing, they're still healing, they're still healing, you're focusing on the healing instead of you focusing on, I am the version of Virgo that has a perfect relationship and we are perfect, and you will see the evidence of that. You don't have to wait for anyone outside of you to heal. You can say, no, they're healed. They're perfect. They show up perfectly. My specific person is perfect. All right, guys, enough. I love you guys so much. It doesn't have to be for everyone. If it's not your reading, it's not your reading. I really do hope in essence that it helped you. Do check out the guide that's linked in my description box of my video, because it looks like cycles is a theme. If you want to break out of cycles in your love life generally, guys, or with your person, check it out and get into your God state. And I'm sending you guys so much love, and I will check in with you in 2 weeks' time.